Do you intend on leading the Liberal Party into the next election?
Yes.
Next question, Mike 1.
Is Justin Trudeau getting ready for a spring election? Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist for the Toronto Sun. We have seen some indications that the Trudeau Liberals, if they're not planning on a spring election, they're at least looking to be ready in case one comes. Now, I know for all the Trudeau supporters, there's a deal with the NDP. You guys think you're going to be in power until 2025, come hell or high water. Let me tell you something. When it comes to minority parliaments, anything can happen. And that's why the Liberals themselves are showing that they're ready. Check out this webpage from the Liberal Party's own website detailing what Liberal MPs, sitting Liberal MPs, must do in order to secure their own nomination for the party for whenever the election comes. Let me read to you from it. It says, whenever the next campaign arrives, we're ready to re-elect our dedicated Liberal team in Parliament and continue to elect even more talented, diverse, and hard-working community leaders as new Liberal MPs. But then it goes on. You've got to meet certain criteria to stay as the incumbent candidate. How do you do that? Well, you have to participate in at least 3 voter contact days of action events in your electoral district. You need to have attempted 3,500 door knocks and 7,500 phone calls with your volunteer team. Your electoral district association bank account needs to have 65% of the expected election expense limit by March 1st of next year. And you need to sign up at least 40 additional Victory Fund donors by March 1st. That is Victory Fund donors, by the way, that is recurring monthly donors. This is a party that is looking to make sure that they're ready. They hold all the cards, by the way. They're the ones that signed the deal with the NDP. They're the ones who control the legislative agenda. They can control timing, but even they know they've got to get ready. So are they doing this just in case, or are they doing it because they want to look to strike when the opportunity is hot? We already know that they did consider looking at a fall election this past year. It all depended on how a number of factors went, the economy, how well Pierre Poilievre, the new Conservative leader, was received, and what the health situation with COVID and other respiratory illnesses, what that was looking like. Things didn't work out in their favor, and so we were spared a November election, but they were planning it. They were looking at it. This is not a criticism. This is the reality of minority parliaments. This is the 5th one that I've covered in the last 20 years. And in a minority parliament, you've got to be ready at every turn. The Trudeau Liberals are definitely going to be ready. The question is, will the federal Conservatives? Pierre Poilievre has had a good start coming out of the gate, but he's also had some trouble in attracting top staff and getting the office ready to be what it needs to be in order to run the election. Poilievre needs to ensure that if he wants to be a contender, he can't just rely on rising polls that show him being more popular than Trudeau or his party being more popular than the Liberals. They need to make sure that they've got a solid team with a solid ground game ready to go. The Conservatives are already beating the Liberals when it comes to fundraising. They have done so for years, but that hasn't won them the election either. They need to have a real plan and a real team in place by next spring, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is when Justin Trudeau's team is going to be ready. Let me know what you think about a spring election in 2023. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.